Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Roman Reigns suspects Paul Heyman is hiding something from him. Explains why he didn't answer his calls during 4-month WWE hiatus. Roman Reigns has opened up about not picking up Paul Heyman's calls while he was on hiatus from WWE. During the original Tribal Chief's time off, the Wiseman was kicked out of the Bloodline by Solo Sikoa. The head of the table lost the undisputed WWE Universal Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL and immediately went on a hiatus. A lot of things happened during his absence, and Solo Sikoa crowned himself the Tribal Chief. He brought in new members and removed Jimmy Uso and Paul Heyman from the stable. In a recent interview with Sports Illustrated, Roman Reigns talked about not picking up Heyman's calls during his hiatus. Here's what he said. "Paul's been incredibly shady if you ask me. People ask. I've seen some of the speculation of, well, you didn't answer his phone calls, and all this and that, but at the end of the day when I take my leave, there's no question of what I'm doing. I'm recessing back to family, to change the hat, to put on that fatherhood hat, to refocus. That way I can come in and come back and dominate and run the show and represent my family at the highest capacity, at the highest standard possible." 6'4", 642. Roman Reigns recently tried to call Paul Heyman, but the latter's phone number was out of service. Many fans felt that the Wiseman was going to turn against the original Tribal Chief in the near future. In a shocking twist, Heyman brought CM Punk along with him last week on SmackDown and revealed the latter as the 5th member of the OG Bloodline's War Games team. Judging by Reigns' reaction, he did not have any idea about the Wiseman's return and the best in the world's inclusion in his War Games team. The intricate relationship between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman has been the backbone of WWE's most compelling storyline over the last few years. Reigns, the dominant Tribal Chief, and Heyman, his ever-loyal special counsel, have been an unshakable force in WWE. However, recent developments suggest cracks may be forming in their alliance. During his unprecedented 4-month hiatus earlier this year, Reigns kept a low profile, retreating from the wrestling world. Now, the Tribal Chief has spoken out, sharing his suspicions that Heyman may have been hiding something from him during that time. Reigns also revealed the real reason he ignored Heyman's calls throughout his break, sparking intrigue about the future of their dynamic. Roman Reigns' extended absence from WWE was one of the most talked about topics in wrestling. After a dominant reign as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion and the centerpiece of the Bloodline storyline, Reigns shocked fans by stepping away from the ring without any clear explanation. During his time away, Heyman was left as the de facto spokesperson for the Bloodline, attempting to maintain the faction's crumbling unity while navigating the chaos caused by Jimmy and G Uso's split and Solo Sikoa's rising tension with his older brothers. Heyman remained publicly loyal to Reigns, insisting that everything he did was for the Tribal Chief's benefit. But Reigns' recent comments have thrown that loyalty into question. In a candid interview on WWE's After the Bell podcast, Reigns addressed the elephant in the room, his seemingly strained relationship with Heyman. The Tribal Chief admitted that he has been questioning Heyman's actions during his absence. "I've always trusted Paul," Reigns said. "He's been with me through the highs and lows. But lately, I can't shake the feeling that he's been keeping something from me. And when I was away, things didn't add up." Reigns pointed to several decisions Heyman made during his hiatus, including his handling of Jimmy Uso's betrayal of G and Solo Sikoa's increasingly defiant attitude. "When I'm not there, Paul's supposed to be my eyes and ears. But some of the things that happened while I was gone, it doesn't feel like he had my best interests at heart." One of the most surprising revelations from Reigns was his decision to ignore Heyman's repeated attempts to contact him during his break. According to Reigns, this was a deliberate choice. "When I took my time off, I needed to disconnect completely," he explained. "I needed to step back, clear my head, and reevaluate everything. That meant shutting out everyone, even Paul." However, Reigns acknowledged that Heyman's incessant calls raised red flags. "Paul doesn't call for no reason. He only calls when he's worried or when there's something he doesn't want me to find out from someone else. So yeah, it made me wonder, what was he so desperate to talk about? Reigns' suspicions have led to rampant speculation among fans and insiders about what Heyman might be hiding. Some have suggested that Heyman has been quietly aligning himself with another member of the Bloodline, perhaps Solo Sikoa, who has been teased as a potential challenger to Reigns' leadership. Others believe Heyman may have been in contact with outside forces, such as Cody Rhodes, who has unfinished business with Reigns following his loss at WrestleMania 39. The idea of Heyman orchestrating a backup plan to ensure his own survival if the Bloodline implodes is not far-fetched, given his history of shifting allegiances. Paul's loyalty is always conditional. One WWE analyst noted, "He's loyal to power, not people." If he thinks Roman's reign is nearing its end, he's already looking for his next move. Paul Heyman, never one to shy away from addressing controversy, responded to Reigns' comments in a backstage interview on SmackDown. "My tribal chief, everything I've done has been for you," Heyman said, his voice trembling with what seemed to be a mix of sincerity and fear. "If I've made decisions during your absence, it's because I was protecting your empire. Every action I took, every word I spoke was with one goal in mind, to ensure the Bloodline remains dominant." Heyman's emotional plea did little to quell the rumors, as many fans noted his evasive demeanor and lack of direct answers to Reigns' concerns. The tension between Reigns and Heyman comes at a time when the Bloodline is already on shaky ground. Jimmy Uso's betrayal of G and subsequent return to the fold has left fans questioning his true motives. Meanwhile, Solo Sikoa's loyalty to Reigns has been tested in recent weeks, with subtle signs of rebellion emerging. Reigns' absence exacerbated these issues, leaving Heyman to juggle conflicting loyalties and mounting chaos. While Heyman managed to keep the faction from completely collapsing, his decisions have drawn scrutiny from Reigns, who now seems less certain about his position as the undisputed leader of the Bloodline. In the same interview, Reigns also opened up about why he took the 4-month break. "I've been running at full speed for 3 years," he said. "I've carried this company, this division, and this family on my back. I needed time to recharge, to think about what's next, not just for me, but for the Bloodline." Reigns emphasized that his return is about solidifying his legacy. "I'm not done yet," he said, "but I need to make sure that everyone around me, Paul included, is aligned with the vision. If they're not, they're out." The growing tension between Reigns and Heyman sets the stage for a potentially explosive development in the Bloodline saga. Will Heyman be able to convince Reigns of his loyalty, or will the tribal chief uncover a betrayal that changes the course of their relationship forever? Reigns hinted that he plans to get to the bottom of Heyman's actions. "I don't like unanswered questions," he said. "Paul's been with me long enough to know that I'll find out the truth. And when I do, there will be consequences." The WWE Universe has been buzzing with theories about Heyman's potential secrets. Some fans believe Heyman is orchestrating a coup within the Bloodline, while others think he may be positioning himself to align with a rival superstar. "Heyman's always playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers," one fan wrote on social media. "If Roman's calling him out, there's definitely something going on." Another fan speculated that Heyman's actions could lead to the emergence of a new faction. What if Heyman's building his own Bloodline 2.0 with Solo as the leader? That would be insane. Roman Reigns' suspicions about Paul Heyman have added another layer of intrigue to WWE's most captivating storyline. As the tribal chief seeks to reassert his dominance, the question of Heyman's loyalty looms large. Whether Heyman is truly hiding something or simply a victim of circumstance, one thing is certain: the dynamic between Reigns and Heyman will never be the same. And as Reigns himself said, in the Bloodline, loyalty isn't just expected, it's demanded.